In July 2025, one of the most dog strikers joined my club Arsenal. Yes, I'm wearing a Barca shirt today because I was looking for my Arsenal shirt. I did not find it, but I'm an Arsenal fan. I was playing football in my shirt and it's in the laundry, that was why. Anyways, he joined our club, Viktor Gyökeres, and he did not have the expected start of the season that we all expected. And after doing some digging, some analyzing, and some understanding of the reason, the problem of Viktor Gyökeres, I understand why this dude is not at the G8 that we expected him to be at. And I'm about to explain everything in today's video. So buckle your ears because you're about to get some really nice information by the expert. By the way, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because this was a big digging and I would appreciate it. Yeah, let's get to it. This problem is this football. Wait. I know a lot of y'all going to agree, say, how is he a professional football? I can see the professionalism in him, how he knows how to play football. It's not like he doesn't know how to play football, but the problem is that he lacks some abilities in football, like Gyökeres. I hope you see this video. Y'all gotta send it to Gyökeres so that he sees this video. That's not criticism to be talking trash about him, but an advising video to give advices to help Gyökeres become the top baller he can be. Because I can see the potential, but he has some stuff to improve. Like literally, the man has a different style of play of the average strikers, which is why it makes it look different in the Portuguese league. Because maybe in the Portuguese league, they were like, oh, we're not used to this type of striker. We don't know how to defend this guy. That's something different in the Prem. In the Prem, they know how to defend every type of strikers. Maybe I'm saying nonsense here, but that's quite my opinion. But what I'm trying to get in here is that he is quite pacey. I was about to say super fast, but I saw that he only looked fast, but he's not that fast. You will understand why I say he looked fast. Something I have to agree that everyone agrees. He is super physical. Like, if you go on a duel on him, like, maybe you may win him, but it's hard. Like, most of the time you will lose against him because he is physical. So it's hard to challenge him like this. Something that I'm sure that the Portuguese league teams were not ready about. And another thing is my Arsenal team. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan if some of y'all don't know. My Arsenal team system is not good for him. Because what Gyökeres knows, I can see the professionalism in him. Because he tactically knows how to move as a striker. Like the positioning, the movements, he makes loads and loads of runs, which is why he had so many goals. The Ruben era with the Gyökeres, you know, everyone knows that era when Ruben was at his peak. Anyways, in that system, they always feeded their striker. Every single time Gyökeres would make runs, they would feed him. This is a problem with Arsenal. They're not a feeding striker type of system. It's really about you have to shine yourself, which is why Gabriel, you see Gabriel, he's coming back from injury, but he's starting to shine because he's a type of striker to shine at the same time. He's Brazilian, so he gotta show his Brazilian flair. But Gyökeres, nah, I ain't that. That's him. I ain't that. I'm the one you gotta feed. He's the I need to get feeded type of striker. That does not fit the system. Arteta literally bought Gyökeres without really adjusting the system. They had Gabriel literally injured. When Gabriel was injured, Arteta had that time to adjust the system so that Gyökeres, they can find a striker feeding system for Gyökeres, but they didn't even do that. So now Gyökeres is stuck. He has to adapt. Same that he has to adapt to the Prem, because another thing is not only the system but the space in the Premier League. The space that they have in the Portuguese league is not compared to the Premier League. The Premier League, they leave less spaces. If they leave, it must be an error, tactical error, a mistake by the defender. But if you have space, you're blessed because there is no such thing as space when you're in the Premier League compared to the Portuguese league. And Gyökeres, I saw his videos, you know, as I was digging, analyzing him. Most of his goals are scored when he is running in his goals. It's when he has all the space. The defenders are far back and he has the time to run and he bursts, which is why I said that he looks fast, but I'm not sure he's fast after looking at the Prem, because in the Portuguese league he was bursting. He looked fast. I was like, nah, this guy's a machine. He is too fast. Haaland 200. I saw that, nah, he's not really that Haaland 200 because in the Premier League the defenders are faster, so it's hard to do that. Now I'm not gonna sit here just blaming Arteta, Arsenal for the system because Gyökeres is saying the system is ruining Gyökeres. Saka's not passing to Gyökeres. No, because because of the system, just because of him, for the reasons I'm about to attribute. But Gyökeres, something has to change. Like Gyökeres, deadass, I like something you proposing as a striker, but you gotta change something. You gotta do something. You gotta improve something, because Gyökeres, literally, I'm telling you, he has a potential if he improves what I'm about to mention. I'm telling you, Gyökeres gotta improve his ball control technique. Like, for real, if this guy has better attributes in dribbling, if this guy can actually dribble, you know, the way he was dribbling the Portuguese league made it look like he knows how to dribble. But I literally saw he does not really look that shifty, you know, that really like that player that can really easily get out of pressure. Like Ekitike. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just gonna call him like this. This guy is tall, but he looks so shifty. It's literally nonsense. This is one of my favorite strikers to watch, because with the way he is tall, he can play some great football. He is technical. If you know Gyökeres and Ekitike were to switch their attributes, why not switch everything, you know, like just improve a little bit the attribute of the other. I'm telling you, Gyökeres could be one of the best strikers in the Premier League. He could be the striker that we were looking at when we saw him playing the Portuguese league, because his technique is not the best, but he's facing defenders that are not as aggressive as the Prem defenders, so it makes the job harder for him, you know. That's why he has to adapt. He really has to improve. The first touch, you can see his first touch is his weakness. Like, not to say that his first touch is horrible. When you're pro football, you gotta have a normal level of first touch. Impossible, you're not gonna go pro without having a normal level, you know, a good level. Good level, I mean, like, you can see that, okay, he has the touches. Yeah, but in the pro league, it's different. You know, you can say that about him, but if we talk about his actual touches, it's not the best. As I said, Viktor Gyökeres is not a bad player, but for his attributes, for his abilities, he joined the worst club ever. This worst system for him. He is not really going to shine in this club, if I'm really honest, in my Arsenal opinion, unless he changes something. If nothing changes, he's going to really flop as a striker there. It's going to really be bad for his career. I'm sorry, Gyökeres, but I have to say it. You gotta make the change, or else if it stays like this, you're not going to be there for many years to come. So I'm just saying, Gyökeres, you're going to do what you do. You're going to cook. I trust, believe in you, and maybe everything will be sorted out. So we'll see how it goes in football. This was the video on what Gyökeres is missing to really become that striker that we saw. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.